Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today is a very special video. Today is the Chantecaille summer sale, or otherwise known as the Sylvie sale, recommendation video. And I have a lot to recommend in Chantecaille. If you haven't watched my channel before, Chantecaille is one of my favorite brands, maybe my favorite brand of all time actually, overall, because although I'm a huge devotee to Chanel, I used to work for Chanel as a makeup artist, I'm not I love some of the Chanel products, like love them, but I don't have as many of their skincare products, and frankly, up until recently, I wasn't really using Chanel skincare. But Chantecaille skincare, on the other hand, is fantastic and one of my favorites. So if you're not familiar with the Sylvie sale, and I'm just making sure that I'm reading from my notes, make sure I get exactly right, because sometimes I start talking and then I'm like, wait a minute, was that right? I could be wrong. And as I've mentioned in former videos, it's 100 degrees here in Boston, so I'm hot. And as you might have seen with my fails video, I get a little spicy when I'm hot, a little salty. So the Sylvie sale is to celebrate the founder, Sylvie Chantecaille's birthday. Now it's going to kick off to the public on July 28th to the 31st. But because you're here and because you're watching and hopefully subscribed, please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. That would really be incredibly kind and helpful, actually. So you guys get first access. So this should go up the morning of the 25th, and so you'll have access the minute this goes up. In fact, it's probably before the video goes up. I'll do something on Instagram the night before just so people know it's coming. But you have access from the 25th to the 27th before it goes to everyone else. Now, the reason that's important really is because, to be honest with you, these things do sell out, and they sell out because Chantecaille doesn't generally go on sale for 25% off. It's 25% off site-wide. The only thing that's not included is Give Back Beauty. So those are the items that have like the elephant conservation program, or gives back to, like, there's so many different philanthropic programs that Chantecaille does. Those products, they aren't included, but everything else is 25% off, which is a big deal. And I especially want to mention the skincare items, because the skincare items are pricey. There is no doubt. And there are some that I swear by, like literally I've been using for years. I don't want to say how long, but years. And it's really, they're really worth it. And because they are pricey and you get 25% off, it's a really good deal. Anyway, orders $600 and over get an Exclusive Rose Tote, which is actually really cool. But anyway, so I'll have all the details in my description box and the code, but the code, and I'll hopefully put it down below here as well. It's all feisty SS25, so Sylvie sale 25. I have a full face of Chantecaille on right now. And the thing I'll say about Chantecaille, which is really interesting, is that I have a lot of makeup. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know how much makeup I have. And like I said, love Dior, love Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, Sisley. There's a lot of great products out there. The thing about Chantecaille is every time I use Chantecaille, like a whole face of Chantecaille, I love the way it looks. I always am like, oh my, look, I mean, my skin looks healthy. I look younger almost, at least I think I do. There's something about the Chantecaille products that just work really well for me. And, you know, it's just so funny because I've taken them for granted a little bit because I'm just like, oh yeah, I have that. But honestly, the Chantecaille products are so good. Anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the skincare, and I'll have timestamps so you guys can jump around. Now, the way that I wash my face. So I have a lot of different Chantecaille products that I use, but I wanted to pull out the ones that I'm mostly using like right now, because the summer is a little different for me than the winter. My skin is dry, but in the summer it's, I don't know, it's kind of like mixed. In fact, I'm breaking out. You can't tell, but I'm breaking out around here for some reason. You really can't see it. It's really anyway, I'll talk about what I'm using. So, cleansers, there's two cleansers. One is the Rose Tote. This is the cleansing balm. First of all, this stuff smells really good. I mean, so good. So nice. But anyway, it's just a cleansing balm that you put all over your face. It's really luxurious and it's really soothing for my skin. It just feels really fantastic and it gets everything really clean. I use that as my second step. My first step is always Kojendo Spa Water. That's all I ever use as my first step for any other product that I use, just so you know. So that's the the cleansing balm that I use. And then the other thing that I use, and I use this like twice a week. Lately, I've actually been using it a little bit more because my skin has gotten like sweaty and gross. This is the Bamboo and Hibiscus Exfoliating Cream. I don't know if the camera picks this up, but there's nothing in here. It's like empty. I did buy 2 more of these backups, but this I use a lot in the summer. I don't use it as much in the winter. I don't exfoliate as much in the winter, believe it or not, because my skin is so dry that it's actually more irritated in the winter. This is still really soothing though. It's not irritating. I just don't exfoliate as much in the winter. I still do it, but I just don't do it as much because, like I said, I need more moisture in the winter months. And then this is the Purifying Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution. Again, you can see like how much I'm used of this bottle. I have a whole nother bottle that I have to, open. But yeah, so I use this all the time. I love this thing. And it, like I said, because my skin is dry and sensitive, I only use that 3 times a week, but I use this in the winter and the summer. It just doesn't matter. Okay, so that's like the cleansing part. Then I have a whole bunch of masks that I use, like so many different masks. One is the Hibiscus Smoothing Mask. This is also an exfoliating mask, but it smells good. I use this one more in the winter, but I do use it now too because I don't use the exfoliating balm. What is it, a balm? No, it's cream. Exfoliating cream. So I use this instead, and you just leave it on for like 5-10 minutes and then you wipe off your face, and honestly, your skin is so incredibly smooth. So it's fantastic. I love that one. And then the other one I really love is the Jasmine and Lily Healing Mask. This is a brand new one I just got. I leave this on all night. Like I use it as an overnight cream in the summer because in the winter I need a little bit like heavier, but in the summer I can just put that on and go to sleep with it. And it's like an overnight moisturizer. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Then I know there's so many. Then there's the BioLifting Mask. Now this, what I use it for is to help lift my skin. I mean, I'm 50. My skin is starting to sag a little bit, especially around my neck. And I feel like this really does help if I use it like consistently. I feel like it does give a lift to the skin. There's a BioLifting serum that I have as well, but I'm actually out of it. So I have to get more during the sale. But yeah, I really like the BioLifting products. I think they work extremely, extremely well. And then today what I put on my face as my cream was the Flower Harmonizing Cream. This is just a really soothing cream. I used this in the live that I did with Scott like, 2 years ago. And everyone was like, your skin looks fantastic. This is a really good cream if you have like redness to your skin or your skin feels irritated. I really like this one. It's one of my favorite creams actually, and I use it quite a bit. This is the Stress Repair Concentrate, which is what I use on my eyes, under my eyes. It's just a really nice cream for your eyes and it doesn't irritate them. I have sensitive skin, sensitive eyes, and so I use it in here and it really does an excellent job making sure that this area doesn't get dry, because I get really dry, patchy skin, which is weird. And then during the summer, I rarely use this in the winter, I will admit. This is the Detox Clay Mask with rosemary. I use this one, you can see I've used it quite a bit. I use this a lot in the summer. I would say this is the only clay mask, I'm just thinking if I have any others. No, I don't have any other clay masks that I use, because if you have dry skin, if you have rosacea, and you use a clay mask, it's bad news. So I got this was a gift from Chantecaille, and I was like, I don't think I can use this. I'll give it to my husband. And I opened it because I was just like, I'll see. And it is the softest clay I've ever seen. Like, first of all, it's like blue. It's like a blue-gray color. It's like French blue. And it is actually really comfortable on my skin. It doesn't dry out my skin at all. It does detox my skin, especially lately when my face has been breaking out for whatever reason. This is really nice, and it smells fantastic. It has rosemary and it has honey in it. It smells great. It doesn't dry out my skin. You wash off, your face feels like cleansed, but not dry. If you have like dry skin like mine, but you have oils or you're like hormonal, Maybe that's what my problem is. This is really good. And I would honestly tell you, I'd be surprised if it irritated or dried out your skin, because I have rosacea and dry skin and I've never had a problem with it. And I really, really like it. I don't use it as much in the winter, just because my skin doesn't feel oily or like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like it needs that deep cleanse. It feels like it needs more like moisture. Okay. And then what I used first on my face today was the Radiance Elixir. This thing is phenomenally good. I use it like here and here to give me like that radiance that you see on my face. That's what this is. Yeah, I really, really like it. You can mix it with the rose water. I have so many bottles of rose water. You would not believe how many bottles of rose water I have. But I use it a lot, and especially lately because it's been so freaking hot outside. I just sort of spray myself with it. I just carry it with me in my bag. Like standing outside, you know, as I mentioned, I don't do well in heat. So yeah, I've been using that. I use that everywhere. It's like one of my favorite things. And it smells so, I mean, it's rose water. It's like pure rose water. It's stunning. Okay, so foundation. There are a couple foundations that I like from Chantecaille, but the one that I wanted to talk about was the Future Skin, and I'll tell you why. This is an Aura. This is the lightest shade. This is what works for me. My skin is like hot lately because it's so hot out, and I turn bright red, and it feels like I don't do well. I know I've said this like a million times, but I just can't handle heat, and this is soothing. Now, I started using this. I feel like it was more than. I feel like it was definitely more than 10 years ago, but it might have been longer than that. And I started using it because when I started to get rosacea, you know, a flare-up is really hot and it hurts. This is a gel and it cools your face down. So wearing this makes my face feel cooler. So I've worn this a lot. A lot. Now I wear this in the winter and I wear this in the summer and I wear this foundation all the time, but it gives a really nice coverage, but it's not too much. If I had to like put together, which people have asked for, which I really should do, my top 10 foundations of all time, this is definitely in it. It's really, really good. If you can find your shade, I will admit the shade range is limited. I've been told there's difficulties because of the gel nature of it, but I really do hope Chantecaille comes out with more shades because they have come out with more, but they need to do even more. But this is really excellent foundation if you have a shade match. It's really worth picking up. Okay, so bronzers. I have a couple different things on my face because I was like, let's try different stuff. First, I have the anti-aging face tint. So I finally figured out how this really works for me. When I first got this, I was like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure, but I really do like it now, and here's why. So it's got the same consistency as the foundation. So it's that gel, which I really like. So it's soothing. That's why I like it. It's got a light, a very light bronzing effect. So because I'm so pale, I can't use it all over my face because then it doesn't match my neck. But I use it here and around my face to give this really beautiful glow. And it really looks really, really nice when I do that. That's what I have on like as base today. And I love the gel nature of it because it's just comforting and soothing when it's so hot out. So that's what I have on like here and here and like a little bit around my face. And then I went over it with the Goer bronzing. And the Goer bronzer is a deep bronzer, but it's a very cool bronzer. I don't use it heavily because it can, it can be a little overwhelming. This is one of the best bronzers of all time. That one, Gucci, and the Chanel. Honestly, if you only bought 3 bronzers for your rest of your life, those are probably the 3 I would get. It's really good. It's a really good bronzer. It's got like a gel-like texture to it. I forget what the name of it is. The formula. Baked Gelée? Baked Gelée, I think it is. But it's stunning on the skin, and it doesn't, if you have more mature skin especially, it looks really, really good. Yeah, so I love that. So I did that as kind of a combination today. One of the other bronzers they have is the Radiance Gel Bronzer. This also is a really great product. I was going to use this too, but I was like, I got enough. Like if I use any more bronzer, I'm gonna have a problem. But that's what that looks like, and it's really pretty because it's got a coolness to it. Can you see? Yeah, it's really nice on the skin. Another one of my favorites. This is my point. Chantecaille has so many great products that I think we all kind of like forget about. But anyway, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous gel bronzer. All right, so then I did use the HD Perfecting Powder. So this is just in the regular case, the HD powder. And I took my La Mer brush and just put it all over my face after I put on the foundation and the anti-aging tint, because it kind of like leaves your skin a little tacky. So I put a little bit of powder all over my face to kind of pat everything down and then put the powder products over it. I like this powder very, very much. This is one of the few powders that I actually like use and I think is good. This one and the Westman Atelier are like it. I actually like all the Chantecaille powders. They're very finely milled. They're made so that they don't age you. Now, if you have oily skin, the powders that I use from Chantecaille might not be the ones you like because, again, I have dry skin, so I'm looking for something that's more like luminosity, you know, that kind of thing. But the HD Perfecting Powder I think would work for anybody because that one is a mattifying kind of look. Okay, so the highlighter. I have on the Anti-Aging Face Illuminator. Again, great product that people don't talk about, but it's gorgeous. I mean, the name, technically, the color is Sheen, and it's just like such a beautiful highlighter. I love this. And it's great during the summer, again, because it's a cream product, and I like to use more cream products in the summer than I do. I mean, I use cream products all year round because my skin is dry, but especially, I like them in the summer too. And then over it, I use the Pearl Lumiere highlighter. I don't know if this will be on the site at all, but I love this thing. Like, it's one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's just so beautiful. It's got like coolness, pinkness, kind of something else in it. It's just, I love the Chantecaille highlighters. There's so many good ones, guys. So many good ones. But that's the one that I used today. Okay, so blush. I have all of the blushes. I have all the little blushes. And today I used one that I don't use as much. I used the Grace, which is Sea Turtle. And I'm gonna show you the shades. And I have all of them. I have Horse too, and I have Coral, but I don't know where that one is right now. This is, all right, so this is the one I have on. That's the Sea Turtle. And then this is the Elephant, which is Smitten. Yeah, that's Smitten, and that's the Elephant. The Sea Turtle is Grace, that one there. And then Emotion, which is the Bee. Emotion has, like, the Bee has the most, like, I think, bright pink. And then Bliss is the Butterfly. It's like a very light pink. I wear that one a lot. And then there's Coral, and then there's the Horse. All right, here's Horse. There's the Horse. And the Horse one is like the brightest. There's Horse. So if you want like a much deeper plummy blush, definitely go with the Horse because that one's deep. And then Coral, I have the Coral somewhere, but this is one that I'm going to be doing for a giveaway, so I don't want to open this one. But it's got like more of a coral kind of look to it. But I can tell you the Horse is like the deepest of all of them, definitely. And like I said, they're all beautiful shades. They're like have a luminosity to them. I love the way they look on the cheek. Stunning. Lips, there's two pencils that I have. I have Natural and Tone. I have Tone on today. And these are my two favorites. Tone, there's Tone, there's Natural. Tone has a little bit more pink to it. But they're both great. These lipstick liners are really, really good. Excellent. And then they have the La Matte Stylos, and I actually use these as like a liner, and then I put lipstick over them. And although they say that they're mattes, these are not drying mattes. These are like soft mattes. This is Meadow Sweet. This is a really good shade. I love Meadow Sweet. I wear this one a lot. This one is really, really nice. And then the shade I have over it is actually called Sorry Rose. This is a lip chic. There's lip chics, there's lip tints. I've done so many videos with these. I'll see if I can link them. But I love this shade, Sorry Rose. Like, nobody ever talks about this shade, but I think it's so pretty. It's like, it's just like a little bit of warmth, but it's like pink. I mean, seriously, I love this shade. Sorry Rose is like one of my favorites. And then out of the new collection, this is they called them, were they lip tints? I think they were lip tints. I'll make sure the right name is below, but this is Marigold, and I wear this one a lot. That's Marigold. And I have so many lip tints, lip chics, lip products from Chantecaille. Like, I have a whole drawer full. There are so many different ones, and I have done videos where I've swatched different shades. So like I said, I'll make sure I try to link a couple of them before. So I didn't want to spend the whole day showing you all the Chantecaille lip tints, lip chics, lip tints, lip chics, lip tints, and lip, what is the other one? Oh my goodness. Why can't I remember the name of the other ones? This is what happens when it's hot. Anyway, they're all beautiful. I love all the shades, but Sorry Rose is like one of my favorites right now. Honeysuckle's a really good one too. And now on my eyes. Okay, on my eyes I have three things including liner. I do have on one of the luminescent eye shades, and these are the give back ones, so they aren't part of it. This is Warm Champagne, which is the Cheetah shade. I do have this on my eyelid. So these aren't part of the sale. I tell you right now, but this is one of my favorite like gold eye shades. I really love this one. But what I have in the crease is Ray. This is the Sunbeam Cheek and Eye shade. This should be part of the sale because it's not one of the give back items. And I use this as a one and done all the time. And this would be beautiful on the face if you have a deeper skin tone. On me, it's like, it's too deep, but on the eyelid, that's what I have all throughout my crease and outer corner, and then I just have the Cheetah on the eye. This is a really, really great shade. It looks good on practically everyone I've ever seen wear it, and it's just easy, you know, especially in the summer. Now, the liner that I have on is Jasper. Okay, now I have all the liners. I really do. And this is Jasper. Jasper has like a little bit of metallic, almost brown. It's really nice. This is Olive Brocade, which is probably my favorite, I would guess, of all the liners. This is Earth, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a really good, like, brown. This is Black Forest. I do like the greens. I mean, you guys know, right? Like, I'm a sucker for a good green shade. But the purples are also beautiful. This is Amethyst. I want them to come out with more eyeliner shades because like this is like one of my favorite products from Chantecaille. I mean, I love all the products, you can tell. That's Violet Damask. And then last but not least, Black. But you see how smooth they are? I mean, they go on super easily. They don't tug at your eyes at all. They stay on. These are like these and the Chanel's are my top ones. Yeah, I think they're just beautiful. Just absolutely stunning. And they look great. They look great on the eye. That's what I have on today. I have the Jasper on. And then, of course, I have the Chantecaille Longest Last Mascara. If you don't have this, these are all fantastic products. And I will go on and on about Chantecaille because I really do love their products and I really do stand by them. I've used them for years. But this mascara is the only mascara that I will tell you actually helps with your eyelashes. What happens with my eyelashes, because I try so many different products and because I have irritation, a couple of times I've mentioned it in my videos if you've watched me before, where my eyelids get like scaly and I have to use like a cortisone cream on my eyes, which is not good. Not good for my eyelashes or my skin, frankly. But this Chantecaille mascara is the only thing that I can use that not only doesn't irritate it further, but like helps it build back up. And my lashes break a lot because of the irritation and because they get dry. This stuff really works. Now, I know it's expensive, so I'm not, you know, I recognize that. But it's 25% off, so if you're going to try it, now's the time to try it. The other sale that's going on, and I don't know if they're still available, is at Nordstrom. You can get 2 of these for like $110. I bought that because I always have backups of that mascara. Usually what I do is I try out another mascara for you all, and then I use that for 2 weeks. That's kind of how I do it because otherwise my lashes get destroyed. from trying all the mascaras and from frankly cleaning off my eyes all the time to try new looks. So, because my eyes are just really sensitive. This mascara is worth it. It's really worth it. I'm sure I'm missing stuff because, like I said, I have so much Chantecaille, and I have Chantecaille perfumes, which I love. I have so much Chantecaille that I really, really do love, and I use all the time. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out. Like, reach out on Instagram or put questions here in the description box. I'll try to get back to you right away. I do have a full-time job, and sometimes I just can't, but I'll do my best. The sale is absolutely worth it. It's the best sale of the year for Chantecaille. 25% off, like I said, across the board, across the site, except for the give back items. And so I'll have all the information below about the sale. Like I said, it's Alpha ISD SS25 to get 25% off the entire site, except for the give back items. The sale starts the 25th. For all of you that are watching, use my code, you get 25% off. And it is great. I really do appreciate using my code. Not only do you get to shop the sale early and you get 25% off, but it does show Chantecaille that, you know, people are watching my channel, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you to everyone who does use it. So I think that's it. I cannot wait to hear what you're picking up during the sale. And once you purchase your items, let me know what you ended up getting. I have a bunch of stuff I need to get during the sale. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon.